morning and welcome back to Cityline. As you could tell from the wide shot, our next guest is just snuggled into that comfy couch. I was thinking about him this morning, thinking, can I ever talk him into making that light rail come by my front door in the North End? And I think that's a lost cause. But he is here to tell us the latest and greatest with Sound Transit. I'm talking about Scott Thompson. You are the Public Information Officer of Sound Transit, and they have a permanent spot on that couch. How are you?
Good. We'll see what we can do to get you front door service.
Oh, good. Okay, good. So what is the status of the Hilltop Tacoma Link project as I pulled in today, because we are on the hilltop?
Right. Well, and you drive by, there's a station just down from your studios here that's looking pretty good. We're getting close to that finish line. We've got a couple big hurdles yet to get over to really complete this project. One of them is going to be actually tying in our existing line, which runs down to Commerce Street through the Theater District and with the Hilltop extension. So we've got to tie in all those rails, all those systems, all that infrastructure there. And we're looking to do that coming this summer, starting in August. But that's going to be a major shutdown of the system because we can't do that safely and run the system at the same time. You've got power, you've got other systems. So we're going to have to shut down Tacoma Link for 30 plus days to tie all that system together. We will have a bus shuttle service to get people back and forth through the Tacoma Link line, but that's one big hurdle. The other big hurdle is trying to get, as I think we've talked about before, we have 5 new rail cars coming in as part of this project to increase our fleet. Our fleet right now for Tacoma Link is only 3, and we're going to more than double that to 8 cars. But those cars are coming in on a monthly basis now, and as they come in, we have to test them. We have to test all the systems. We have to assemble them a little bit. They don't come fully finished, so we get them into our maintenance facility. We have to test them. We have to test the braking. We have to test all the systems with it. So you may see, if you're out and about Tacoma late at night, you might see trains running on the existing line right now as they're testing braking systems and capacity and getting all the computers and all the systems. But those are coming in. That takes time to do, and then we need to test them on the new line once the new line opens. So that's the other big hurdle that we're facing right now to get us completed.
Yeah. And with new lines come the question of where will the new stations be located?
So we have a number of new stations. We're actually going to move the terminus station where it is now and move it closer, to Old City Hall. I think you'll have a stop up in Stadium District, right across from the Stadium Thriftway. There will be a stop in front of Tacoma General as well, and then down MLK, we've got a Hilltop stop.
Yes.
11th, and then the terminus will be down at the other end, 19th, in front of St. Joseph Medical Center. So there will be 6 new stops along the line. And with the movement of the one stop for the terminus, so we're adding, it's adding almost 2.5 miles of new transit.
And it does take time, as you have taught me, and I agree. These things don't happen overnight. You move one piece, and the whole piece has to move. As you mentioned, we are located on MLK. When completed, how often will the link pass by?
Well, I think, when we get all the new rail cars commissioned and everything like that, I think the plan is to have, during peak times, about 10-minute headways. So you'll see a train car about every 10 minutes. Off peak, we're talking really early morning, late at night. Tacoma Link only runs till about 10:30, 11 o'clock right now. You'll probably experience maybe 12 or 13 minutes between trains. But that's the goal once we get all the new trains in service.
Absolutely. So up here in Hilltop, we're seeing a lot of new construction around the link route. Is that something that you're seeing elsewhere as we look at that?
We're seeing that region-wide. Tacoma Link's a unique system that it's in a roadway, and we don't have to purchase a lot of property around it. And we're redoing a lot of the sidewalks and the curb and gutters and putting ADA ramps, and there's a lot of electrical wiring and other things that go in. So it's not as impactful to the property owners as it is to the commuting public when you have it in the roadway. When you talk about a lot of our other link light rail expansions throughout the region, I mean, we have to purchase a lot of property, whether you're going to the east side, you're going, we've got construction going down to Federal Way, up to Linwood, over to Redmond. So, and we have to purchase a lot of property for staging, for to build the alignment, for maintenance facilities that we're building. So, but once the alignment's done, we don't need all that property
Right.
to run the system at the end of the day. So, what we do is we turn that back over for what we call transit-oriented development, or TOD, around the region, and we work a lot with our jurisdictional partners to see how we can best utilize that for the city. So a lot of that goes back to housing. We are obligated by legislation to turn that into a lot of affordable housing as we can do. We partner with as I said, the local cities to see how does this fit into their plans for their own cities. So a mix of retail, affordable housing, other housing going on, because we find that if people live close to transit,
Yep.
they will use it.
Yes.
And make it accessible to them. So we have, these parcels are both big and small. Sometimes they're little odd-shaped parcels. I think that we've got a couple parcels down around our Angle Lake station right now that are going to be turned into housing that we've currently got under contract. We've got a great partnership with Amazon, who's looking to help us build more affordable housing. So financing for these things is always a challenge, but part of our mission is to make those developments accessible for people and build it next to transit.
So let's talk about here for a second, daily ridership. What are we projecting by, let's say, 2026, which doesn't seem like it is right around the corner, but time when it comes to these kind of projects goes by in a blink of an eye. So, and we're seeing some growth here also. So
Right.
what are we looking at in terms of ridership?
Well, I think our early estimates were somewhere around 2,500 or to 2,700. I mean, the COVID pandemic has certainly put a damper on our ridership. We're starting to see ridership rebound a little bit as people go back to work, as people get back out to do things again. Our link ridership is rebounding. I see ridership on our Sounder S line, which is our southern line, start to rebound. I see our parking lots around Sounder Station start to fill up again, as they did as well. So it's coming back. I think it's probably, maybe it's slower than we would have expected, but I think, people are now working more remotely. People don't have to go into an office, and I think that's probably going to be something that we'll have moving forward as well. So, we'll look at those, ridership numbers as we get closer to things. But I think, hopefully with Tacoma Link and the T-Line, we'll, once we open that new extension, we'll see much more ridership and give people much more mobility to get around the region. Absolutely.
I am sure that there is already in the works a formal ceremony to celebrate the completion of this project. What will it look like? Give us a little teaser.
Well, we're still pretty far out, and we're in the planning stages for that. But we will have some sort of grand opening or ribbon cutting event to launch the new line. I don't want to give out too many, say too much, because we may not be able to do everything that we have on our wish list.
Okay, will there be cake?
Well, I don't know. We're in an outdoor event,
all right,
so we'll have some sort of refreshments, I'm sure, and other things going on, and we'll have some other community events as well. But we'll want to make this a community celebration when we open this line.
Absolutely. Last 2 minutes here. Let's talk about the new Orca car coming up. So I hear we're changing colors. It's going from blue to a sleek black Orca.
Color, yes.
What else do we need to know?
Well, we launched a new Orca system here a little less than a month ago. So our Orca is with 7 regional partner agencies and Sound Transit, including Pierce Transit down here. So it meant all new equipment. It meant a whole new website. I can even show you, we have now, we have our first ever mobile app for Orca.
Nice.
So you can have Orca on your phone.
Hold that right there, and we'll get a shot of that.
You can have Orca on your phone, and a mobile app is launched. We have a new website. We'll have new cards starting later this summer and a new black card. Now that does not mean you need to rush out and go get a card. If you're an existing Orca customer, your blue card will continue to work and will continue to be part of, of our system for, forever. If you lose a card or whatever over the next little while, you will probably end up getting a new card. We're expanding our retail network where people can go and get Orca cards. Eventually, and sometime next year, you'll actually be able to use your mobile phone as your Orca card.
Just like Starbucks.
And have tap to pay. So you will be able to do that. There's a lot of systems to get worked out with Apple and Androids to make that happen. But we're excited about the new system. It'll give us ways to continue to grow with technology. Part of the reason we did this is because the technology has kind of outpaced our system.
Yes.
So we needed to get up to the new technological level, and this will give us future expansion of the system as well.
Exactly. Scott, I am always amazed that you make time to come talk with me, because I don't think you sleep very much, because these programs continue, these projects, to get bigger and bigger. But I do want to say thank you for being here, and don't be a stranger. I want to see you back here in the fall.
Okay. All right. Always great to talk to you, Amanda. Thank you.
Thank you. We have much more to come on Cityline. Don't go away. We'll be right back.